CIAA 2016 Postgame Wrap-Up. We are joined by the Johnson C. Smith Lady Bulls, Golden Bulls, led by head coach Stephen Joyner Jr. Coach, if you would introduce your student athletes that are joining you and open up with some additional comments about today's game.
To my left, senior Ashley Porter. To my right, sophomore Asha Jordan. And to my far right, senior Rika Hall. Very well coached team. Coach did a great job for her first year inheriting a ball club late to put together a very good team. I told her there at the end that I was excited and not excited to see what she was going to be able to do with a full year of recruiting and to come back and run some of the things that you could see her trying to run this year. But never to say less, proud of these young ladies. Ashley Porter got lost a little bit in the first half, but stuck to it, fought through, came up in the second half alone, probably had all of her rebounds and all of her points, 6 and 6. Asha Jordan, can't say enough about her leading this ball club. She's been begging me for the keys to the bus for a long time, and we've battled. I must say right now, I think it's time for me to hand them over to her. She's deserved it. And Rika Hall, the reason why I brought her in is because she's an intricate part of what we do. She creates a lot of mismatches and a very versatile player. But proud of the young ladies, but now we're on to one heck of a matchup tomorrow night.
The floor is now open for any questions or comments. If we could please start with the student athletes first.
Ashley, touch on how your coach was saying that you've been really gnawing at getting those keys for the bus. What is it that you feel as a player that really makes you fit for that role? And obviously, this afternoon with that win and the way that you played, there seems to be no question.
I haven't been this player that I am right now all year, which is why we sometimes go at it, because I still be bidding for the keys, he knows I'm not ready, which is my fault. So, now that I'm playing, up to how I'm supposed to be playing, and my teammates are pushing me to play how I'm supposed to play, I feel like I'm starting to be back where I was and get ready to take over,
Actually, in terms of getting off to a good early start, you talk about especially inside, what was going on in there where you were able to kind of set the tone in the paint as far as controlling the boards?
I would have to say patience is key. I got kind of frustrated in the beginning because it didn't go how planned, but I think our major thing is boxing out. And me, I'm not the best box out person because I think I'm very athletic. I just jump and get the ball. So I would just have to say timing and patience.
As you were able to play, very well despite having two kind of fairly early fouls. Was that hard, for you to do?
No, I'm kind of used to it.
For any of you, in terms of getting off to a good early start, it looked like once you started to build some momentum and got some space, that they weren't able to cut into that. What was going on there in terms of whether it was a game plan or whether it was just the way that the game flow happened that you were able to get that momentum and keep it?
I think our biggest thing is not letting up. That's been one of the struggles we dealt with this season. We always get off to a slow start, and these last 4 or 5 games, we started off better. And our biggest thing now that we've gotten the starting off better part is to continue playing hard like we started off and keep the tempo and not let up and let teams get back in it.
For any one of the players, how much does it mean to you guys to be able to almost have a home court advantage considering you're just west of uptown here?
I like it. I think with being home court advantage, you get all our fans to come. We get kind of familiar to the home thing, so it's straight.
I like it until now. I can't lock them up in a hotel tonight. I got to pray that they do the right thing. But it's a good thing. I mean, anytime the less you have to travel, the better. Yes, we have to deal with not being in a hotel. A team like Union tonight has the luxury of going and kind of being together and being around each other. We want to be in 5 different dorms, but still they had to deal with travel plans, things like that, hoping everything goes together. So it has its pros and cons, but if we do what we're supposed to do, it definitely benefits us because we have a chance to really fill this thing up with some gold.
Considering how this team has gone up and down,
Woo,
it's been
roller coaster
very,
ride.
yeah, for this season. Is there a particular theme going into the tournament that you all are trying to play by or live by?
I've been basically just telling them to go for it because I think that's kind of what has held them back. Is just sometimes whether it's a personal thing or a teammate said something or I might have said something that the student athlete didn't want to hear at the time, was regardless of what the situation is go for it. For us to be able to have beaten a team with the caliber of as Virginia Union early on and then come back and lose some of the games, it shows you the level that we're capable of playing at. But we always did not do that. So our motto, I would say probably going into this thing is just, hey, let's lay it all on the line and let's go for it. When we walk out of here, we have no regrets. You know, it just wasn't written our way if we come out of here on the wrong end. But we definitely gonna go down fighting.
So now you get another chance
Yeah.
to do it again. Is that something that you all were pointing at maybe even once the seasons went out?
You never point at a kid averaging 28.1 points and 9 assists. You don't never point at that. That kid is extremely talented and very well deserving of the honors that she's got. Got a great head coach, you got a great athletic director, people that really know how to win and put together not only a women's basketball program, but an athletic department as a whole and create an environment for winning. I think football was very successful for them this year, so anytime football gets off to a good start, it transcends into all the other sports. So it's going to be a tough matchup, I would honestly say, and not slacking any other teams or any other games, but you possibly could be looking at a championship-style game, competitive-wise, tomorrow early on, which is what we want for the CIAA. We want good basketball night in and night out. That's what sells tickets. That's what gets people in here, and we can keep it sharp.